All right, welcome to the Crime News Update. Here in the neglected middle of the island here. Yeah, this is the way it feels in Mineola and the middle of the island. And we're going to actually start off with a crime in Mineola that took place today. Let's get to it. News 12, obviously nowhere on their website at all whatsoever. We have to scroll down on Daily Voice to find it. You got to find it now, of course. Let's see where it is. And don't tell me. Yeah, here we go. So this happened in Mineola. A Long Island man, News 12, never reported on this at all, but this is just the kind of disturbing stuff that's going on in the middle of the island. A Long Island man accused of menacing a woman and assaulting a police officer. A Long Island man is facing charges after police said he threatened to stab a woman and assaulted an officer. Peter Belton, age 29 of Mineola, so the guy lives in Mineola, was arrested in the incident that happened in Mineola in the early hours of Tuesday, December 7th. At about 2 a.m. in a parking lot on Mineola Boulevard, Belton threatened to stab a 52-year-old Mineola woman and lunged in her direction. So pretty frightening. The woman called 911. An officer located Belton walking on 2nd Street and told him to stop walking, and Belton punched the officer in the face. Police said Belton then flailed his arms when the officer tried to arrest him, and both men fell to the ground. More officers arrived and helped place Belton under arrest. NCPD said the woman didn't sustain any injuries, and the officer sustained substantial pain, swelling, bruising, and lacerations to his face and both hands. Belton also suffered an injury to his elbow. Police said both men were taken to a hospital for treatment. Belton is charged with third-degree menacing, second-degree assault, and resisting arrest, and this piece of trash better not be let out of jail. So this is the kind of trash they put in our community. Probably somebody with a long criminal record in the middle of the night. And we're going to go to the maps and look at this here. In Mineola Boulevard parking lot. And we all know how doesn't say which parking lot it is on Mineola Boulevard. But this is what we deal with here. This is what we deal with in the middle of the island. This is the kind of creeps that we have. And I mean, the other night I was getting off the bus and some guy was swagger walking, cursing to himself, talking to himself to look like he was about to go off, and I just kind of try to hid from him as you walk by. This was right on Mineola Boulevard. So this is the kind of stuff that we got to deal with. Nothing on Channel 12 about that. Let's go to the next one here, because there's a bunch of crimes going on that Channel 12 didn't even cover, or they didn't even cover properly. This is another one that they covered barely, but they didn't cover it properly, and they never sent a report. Actually, let me go to this one first. Man found dead in storm basin near Long Island Expressway. A man was found inside a vehicle submerged in water in a storm basin on Long Island. The 73-year-old man was found by a police diver at around 9 a.m. Tuesday, December 7th in Old Westbury. According to detectives, Old Westbury Police Department located an unoccupied vehicle parked eastbound on the South Service Road of the Long Island Expressway, west of Exit 39 near a storm basin. Old Westbury Police Department requested assistance from the Nassau County Police Emergency Services Unit and Marine Bureau. The Marine Bureau performed a diver search of the storm basin. Police located a white male who was submerged in the storm basin. The man was pronounced dead at the scene by a Nassau County Police medic, and this is an ongoing investigation. And again, News 12, they barely covered this. I don't even know where it is in here. Where is it even on their website? I don't know, they probably don't even have it on the website. It's all geared to a certain demographic. What else is there? Oh, here we go. So this is the story they had. They actually did spend a minute on it, but I don't think they sent a reporter.
Nassau County after a man was found dead in a sump off the L.I.E.
They didn't send a reporter. Oh, they did actually send a reporter. See, this was not on. They scrubbed this in the evening newscast. This was gone. They scrubbed this. They had it sent a reporter, but they never covered this in the evening news. So I'm going to play the video for you right now. News 12, you have a story. Why don't you put it on the evening news? Oh, it's old news already? But you can talk about the pandemic for 30 freaking minutes an hour, talking about the same damn things every hour that we all know. But you can't air this story.
A man was found dead in a sump off the L.I.E. News 12 Long Island's Caroline Flynn is on that scene in Old Westbury.
NASA police say at this time, this death does not appear to be a homicide. It was over 24 hours ago that they first made this discovery on this service road here near exit 39 on the expressway.
That's a busy area, too.
But here's what we can tell you right now.
Glen Cove Road.
And it was about 9 o'clock yesterday morning that Old Westbury police came across an abandoned car. Now, it was parked near a sump, so that's when they brought in NASA police so that they could get a diver from their Marine Bureau to go down and further investigate. And unfortunately, that was when they made the discovery. A 73-year-old man was found dead in that sump. Now, police have not said how long they believe that the car and this man were there. They have also not determined the manner of death. That's something they have not yet revealed to us, along with his identity. Of course,
he might have had Alzheimer's. He might have been disoriented.
And as soon as we have an update on this information, we're going to bring it to you right here.
And I'm glad they covered this, but why didn't they have this on later? When I watched the whole news at 5, at 6 o'clock, they didn't mention. They covered it for 30 seconds, and they didn't cover this. They didn't show this part. Unfreaking believable. All right, so we have another crime to talk about here. Shooting. Man shot while riding in the back of a SUV in Suffolk County. And this happened 8:45 p.m. Tuesday, December 7th in the East Patchogue, North Bellport area. According to police, 3 men were driving in an SUV when a black sedan with dark tinted windows drove next to them and fired several shots at their vehicle. A man sitting in the back seat of the SUV was struck by one of the bullets. Other shots caused damage to the SUV. The black sedan fled the scene. The driver of the SUV drove the damaged vehicle into the parking lot of a gas station located at 151 Hospital Road in East Patchogue, where a Good Samaritan then drove the victim to a local hospital to be treated for serious but non-life-threatening injuries. So it doesn't say where it happened. It just says Hospital Road. That's definitely not. That's not the nice part of Patchogue. That's a rundown area. In fact, we're gonna show you on maps right now. And News 12 had a story, but again, not much information on it. 32 seconds, no reporter. Hospital Road in East Patchogue. That's where it happened. Right by Brookhaven Hospital, right by where I was born. Unbelievable. But that's not far enough south. That's a little more toward the middle of the island. So sorry, we're gonna redline that too because we can, And Channel 12 doesn't care. Well, we can talk about the pandemic for 2 minutes and 23 seconds every hour. All right, we can talk about that. Unbelievable. They love talking about this pandemic. We are tired of hearing about it. It's enough already. You're more of a chance of getting shot, getting killed by one of these lunatics out here than you do by this virus. Sorry, I got to rant because I'm sick of it already. We got more crime. One killed in a crash. This happened in Hempstead. Channel 12 didn't cover this either. The driver of a motorcycle was killed after being involved in a crash with a 2001 Ford cargo van. The male victim died around 10 p.m. Tuesday, December 8th in Hempstead. According to detectives, Hempstead Police Department responded to an auto accident at the intersection of Jackson Street and Main Street. The accident involved a 2001 Ford cargo van heading eastbound on Jackson Street and a motorcycle heading northbound on Main Street. The driver of the van was not injured and remained at the scene. So it's just a tragic accident, but still very disturbing. Those are basically the main crimes that we're going to talk about today on Long Island. Oh, wait, we have another bad accident. Woman seriously injured in crash causing hours-long L.I.E. closure in Suffolk. Channel 12 didn't cover this at all. A teenage woman was seriously injured during a... Let's talk more about the pandemic some more, shall we? Instead of this, even though somebody got seriously injured and thousands of motorists were delayed on the expressway, let's talk about the pandemic some more. Let's repeat the same old things that you're tired of hearing about every hour. All right. So let's go to this one. I'm sorry, I got to rant on Channel 12 because we are sick of it. A teenage woman was seriously injured during a multi-vehicle crash on the Long Island Expressway, which closed the roadway for hours. The crash took place around 5 p.m. Tuesday, December 7th on the L.I.E. in Holtzville. According to police, Kenneth Alvieri was driving a 2008 Kia Sorento on the westbound Long Island Expressway, attempting to merge onto the exit ramp at exit 62 when his vehicle struck a 2007 Ford Mustang driven by Jacqueline Gonzalez. The Ford struck a 2004 Altima driven by Edward O'More Klopp. The Nissan struck bad accident. The Nissan struck a 2019 Dodge Ram driven by Ricardo Barbadunas. Gonzalez, age 18 in Shirley, was transported to Stony Brook University Hospital for treatment of serious injuries. Alvieri, age 40 of Holbrook, O'More Klopp, age 60 of East Setauket, and Barbadunas, age 28 of Selden, were not injured. The vehicles were impounded. So this is a pretty bad accident here. Hopefully that woman will be okay. But really, disturbing. All these accidents, and you wonder why I'm terrified to drive. That's why I'm just terrified to drive. There's something that seems to be left out. Let me look it up, because there's one other thing regarding a missing person that News 12 didn't cover either. Excuse me, Channel 12. They don't cover news. All right, I found it. We have this missing woman from Centereach that Channel 12 has hardly talked about. But I guess because she's from the middle of the island, nobody cares about her. But Gabby Petito's dad does. And I'm glad, I got to get, for all we were tired of hearing about it, but the family of Gabby Petito is really looking out for all missing people. They're doing a lot more than the media right now. That's for sure. So Gabby Petito's dad joins in search for a missing Centereach mom. Please bring her home safe, Joseph Petito said about Melissa Molinari, age 38, who has been missing for about 2 weeks. So we have a missing person on Long Island. The father of Gabby Petito, who started a foundation to help missing people, has joined in the social media campaign to help locate a Long Island mom who has not been seen for about 2 weeks by her family. And it's funny, Channel 12 has not even covered this. Did they send a reporter down? Did they speak to a family? Nope, not at all. Not a word from Channel 12. Because she doesn't have blonde hair and she's not from the South Shore. So Channel 12 doesn't care. Suffolk police say 38-year-old Melissa Molinari, a married mother of 4 from Centereach, has not been seen since November 21st, and she left her vehicle behind at her home and has no known medical issues. A friend reported her missing on Thursday. Investigators are not releasing the person's name. No other further details released. But I'm glad. Thank you to Joseph Petito for actually looking for this woman. Hopefully she can be found safe. But again, why is Channel 12 not covering this? I don't understand it. Not a word from them. Not a word. It's just so obvious the demographic they gear to. So last thing, the other big crime that we're going to talk about here in New York City, and this really just goes to show you how far New York City has sunk under Bill de Blasio, and the fact that Bill de Blasio cannot leave soon enough. We still have 20 plus more days of him, which seems like a long time. He's all free. Him and the governor both are just focused on the pandemic, and they could care less about this crime going on. You're more likely to die from a criminal than you are of the virus. All right? Christmas tree set on fire outside Fox News Channel. That's right on 6th Avenue. Guess who set the fire? A homeless man was arrested. That's just why we got to get these bums off the street. I hope when Eric Adams comes in, he cleans these streets of these bums, puts them behind bars, either get help or go to jail. You can't be on the street anymore. A homeless man was arrested in connection with setting fire to a Christmas tree display in Midtown Manhattan outside the Fox News Channel. The FDNY responded to reports of a rubbish fire outside 1211 Avenue of the Americas at 12:15 a.m. Wednesday. When firefighters arrived at the scene near the corner of 48th and 6th Avenue, a Christmas tree was engulfed in flames. Firefighters quickly put out the fire. Security for the cable news network noticed the man climbing the tree in Fox News Square and alerted the NYPD. So it was already too late. The suspect ran off when the cops arrived, and then he was finally taken into custody. Craig Tamantha, 49, was charged with criminal mischief, reckless endangerment, arson, endangering officers, criminal trespass, criminal tampering, and disorderly conduct. A lighter was found under Tamanhana, police added. It was not clear if any accelerant was used to set the fire. An investigation by police was underway. Tamanhana was known to the police following a series of low-level arrests, and he also had a short rap sheet in Texas. So why is this guy out on the streets? You can thank Governor Hochul, who could kick out less. The whole state is burning, and she's obsessed about this damn virus. She is the worst governor we've ever had. Even Cuomo would have done something about this by now. A Christmas tree on fire. This is horrible. Look at this. This makes me so freaking sad. Here's video of it.
When up in flames, Citizen App video shows the fire outside.
All from a freaking bomb.
That's on 48th Street and 6th Avenue in Midtown. The fire broke out just after midnight. This is
like the movie Ghostbusters, except everybody they basically all the demons have escaped from the vault, and nobody wants to get them back behind bars. It's ridiculous. These are people that cannot be on the streets. They have to be rounded up, but no. That's okay. Let's work on let's obsess over this pandemic. You know, it's the perfect distraction from climate change. It's the perfect distraction from crime. Wall Street is doing better than ever. They won again today. They won again. All right, and they won the past 2 days too. They won. Yeah, they won there and they won there. They keep winning big, doing better than ever. All right. And the people that want to keep this pandemic going are the exact people that want to destroy the middle class and the poor. All right? Stocks deep in the red? Deep in the red. I don't know where that's deep in the red. Deep in the black. I don't know why that's... What that's... I don't know. This is from July 24th, 2012. Why is that even coming up? That's ridiculous. Well, there you go. That's what's going on. But, hey, we live it up on Wall Street, doing better than ever. And we'll show you the point of this pandemic wealth gap, which I'll Google, and we'll wrap up this video here to show you the people pushing this pandemic. As millions fell into poverty during the pandemic, the rich did better than ever. So there you go, folks. The people that want to keep this pandemic going are the people that want to basically center more money and more power into the hands of a few people. And we see it right here on Long Island with a minority group of people. They're not the majority of people on Long Island, but these white finance professionals on the South Shore, they avoid all the crime. They avoid most of it. They get all the investment in their communities. They're taken care of. The rest of us have to deal with all these hoodlums on the streets and deal with the consequences of it while they sit pretty. All right? This is why we got to get these hoodlums back behind bars. All of them. All right? You either get help, you go to jail. You're a violent person, you have a rap sheet, stay in jail. We don't want you on the streets. All right? Not on our streets, not on the streets in New York City. They need to be in jail. All right? That's the bottom line. I hope Eric Adams does that. Because if he doesn't and continues his policies with Bill de Blasio, New York City and probably New York State in general is screwed. All right? We got to get these hoodlums back behind bars. Get these ghosts back in the vault. That includes you, Stay Puffed, as well. Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Remember Ghostbusters, right? So, you go. We got to get this. It's like Ghostbusters. You just got to get them back in the vault. That's all. Somebody let them out. And unlike in the movie where there was an urgency to get them back in the vault, there is no urgency to get them back in the vault, which is why I've got to talk about it. So that's going to be it for all this crime going on. And again, just watch your back. Be careful because, again, the governor doesn't care. The mayor of New York City doesn't care. Thank God at least we have Bruce Blakeman will be taking over soon in Nassau County, and hopefully he'll do something about these thugs on the street because the governor sure ain't going to do anything about it. We got to get them back behind bars. That's the bottom line. How many more people have to suffer? I mean, what a horrible thing to do, setting fire to a Christmas tree. It just shows how crazy these people are. They need to be locked up. That's the bottom line. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.